Hello, y'alls. This is game 2 going at you. This is Moltrap, meaning that's what I meant. And let's start over. This is Moltrap, and I'm doing an audio commentary on game 2. And this is the OSL semifinals. Bacchus OSL. I don't know if that's how you say it, but maybe batches, perhaps. Okay. In any case. OSL semifinals, and this is Bisu versus Flash. This has already been a crazy matchup, and I'm looking forward to more craziness here. Yeah, gonna be very interesting. Game 1. By the way, I'm doing most of the series, I think, and possibly the whole thing. Probably gonna have to refer to other stuff, so I'm gonna spoil things here and there. Yeah, Flash been doing great. I introduced these guys in game 1. I didn't quite get to finish my introduction of Bisu. The only meaning that the thing I wanted to mention about him is that even though I was saying how he's been in a slump, and he basically, I mean, he's been in a kind of a slump. He hasn't been owning everyone, but a lot of people kind of been counting him out, I think. And what the heck is going on there? I guess, oh, those are carriers dropping stuff on tanks. Oh, those are interceptors. I thought they were like bombs. Okay, that was kind of cool. Someone is predicting carriers from Bisu at some point. And actually, that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to mention. This whole map set, I'm really kind of concerned for Flash, because even though he's been owning lately, a lot of these maps, I think, favor PROTOSS. This particular one, which I think this is Fantasy 2, I wouldn't say particularly favors PROTOSS necessarily, but it is the other maps. Like we have Troy. Troy is being played twice. That was in game 1, and I think the Troy is really good for air, basically, because you can cut stuff off and that kind of thing. So I can see carriers working that if it goes to a game 5. Katrina, obviously, a good carrier map as well, since lately PROTOSS plus carriers plus Katrina equals like insta win. It's been very popular lately, and it's of note that the only person that's really been able to break that lately is Flash, and he's done it more than once. Flash just has the macro necessary to... What are we going down here? Okay, Cybernetics Core, so quick tech again from Bisu. Yeah, Flash just has the macro necessary to deal with those carriers, because really, a lot of times, like for instance, Iris versus... or Berserker, whatever, I'm going to call him Iris for now. If I have ever an official capacity, I'll call him Berserker, but it's too hard to... well, it's not too hard, but I don't like saying all those syllables. Might as well just say Iris. Plus, it's what I'm used to. Anyways, Iris versus Stork. Yeah, Iris basically had owned Stork's main base, but he just didn't have the Goliaths necessary. He didn't have enough Goliaths to really finish him off, and he didn't use them as well as he could have either, but that's a different point altogether. But yeah, and then also we have Loki 2 is in this map pool, and that's also relatively favorable to carriers as well. And Bisu's carrier micro, definitely good. Bisu in very fast tech here. He's not gotten the second gateway first. He's gone straight for that robotics facility. So it looks like he might be using the fact that he does have a ramp on this map, and a lot of the maps lately you don't really have good ramps to hold. So this map you do have a ramp, so he might be thinking he can hold the ramp with goons, and then get out some quick Reaver harass and do some damage that way before Flash can do it. Flash has spotted it though, so Flash is going to have time to prepare for that. Yeah, he's just going to use ranged goons to try and block that ramp, I think. Very interesting. We'll see if Flash is able to adapt. That is one of the things that I really like about Flash, is he is just a damn smart player. Flash going for the command center. Okay, that's interesting. He's responding to the quick tech by expanding this, which is a little crazy, if you ask me. I guess maybe he spotted that there wasn't 2 gateways, so I guess he's figuring that he has time to wait for that robotic support bay to go up and all that, and he can get a command center up. But he's going to have to do something here real quick. That's all I can think of. He's getting some more Marines, and so maybe he's planning on using the Marines to try and hold off the shuttles, but he also, as you can see, he must know that those goons are coming, and he's getting some more Marines to hold this off. Or it could be... Wait. What the? Okay, so he's moving out a little bit here. I'm not sure if he's going to move out with that one tank or if he's going to just try and hold his natural or not. Bisu has that shuttle out. I'm not sure if there's no, I don't think there's a Reaver in it. He's probably just going to use that shuttle to plant a probe on one of the island expansions. Very smart move on his part. And then go back and pick up that yeah, so now he can even hold that ramp and have an expansion. So brilliant move by Bisu, going for the quick tech and then utilizing that. I have no idea why PROTOSS don't do that more. When they have the shuttle, go drop a damn probe on the island expansion. Terrans very rarely get dropships, and if they do, you can probably have some cannons up in time anyways. Yeah, we'll see how that works though. Flash with 2 tanks out now. Engineering bay going up. The Reaver's going to be coming very, very, very soon though, so it's difficult to say if Flash is basically it's going to come down to his turret placement and what he can do with those Marines. I'm pretty sure there's a Reaver in that shuttle now, so Reaver harass coming in very, very soon here. Bisu coming in with a few goons to back up as well, so we might even be seeing some kind of a frontal assault with goons supported by that Reaver and try and keep him off guard, although no, probably not, because he's Flash has that bridge now, so it's going to be difficult for Bisu to break that bridge, especially with, yeah, siege mode is up, so okay, run! Tank shot goes up. Oh, several SCVs dying in that attack. Wow. Wow, Flash's turret's just not in the right place, and he should have known that gap was there. He really, really should have known. Almost all the Marines are now gone. Flash running his SCVs out for dear life, and Reaver's just going to get a couple shots on that turret and take that down, give his shuttle a little bit more mobility. Very, very, very bad for Flash here. Marine hitting that shuttle, but shuttles have enough hit points and shields that it's not going to be a big problem with one Marine running around. In fact, I remember Stork picking apart Flash with one shuttle because he just ran his shuttle around the one Marine that Flash had. That was last season. And oh, watch out for that turret, buddy. Okay, so yeah, things looking not good for Flash. He's got those siege tanks set up, so I think that, but I think there's still, I don't remember, I'm sorry, I don't remember if that Dragoon died or not. And now Bisu pressuring the front here, but Flash, such a smart player, so intelligent, every building he makes is placed in some sort of beneficial way, and beneficial way, and just setting up that blockade with his extra buildings so those 2 tanks could hold off any attacks from the front. So Flash still doing well now. Bisu is going to have that second expansion up pretty soon. He's been putting up pressure on Flash, and that's kind of interesting. He dropped that shuttle out there. That I can't tell on my screen if that's I think that's the second Reaver that he may have just even rally pointed out there without using the shuttle to ferry it over there. So kind of setting up almost a PROTOSS containment of sorts, it seems like. Interesting to see how this goes. I'm curious what tech Flash is going now. Probably just going for your standard tank, vulture, spread. Okay, finally he's got some good turrets on that south part there. I think he's still a little bit vulnerable. Okay, never mind, because he's got those 2 tanks there. So that's going to stop any other shuttle Reavers being dropped in the back there. Lots of tanks out for Flash. Lots of tanks. In fact, I don't even see any vultures, come to think of it. So I'm curious what's going on there. He must be only using 1 factory if he's only got tanks. Unless there's just some vultures around that I'm missing. Never mind. Oh, I didn't see he had a machine shop on the second factory. So Flash getting lots and lots of tanks here. He may have just even gone for that command center for quick gas if he's just gonna try and do some sort of fast mass tank push here, which could work to his advantage. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, he's putting down more factories now. So I guess he was just getting those tanks out. He was afraid of a ground push and afraid of those Reavers, and he wanted to take care of getting his defense short up, I guess. So he's going for more tanks, I guess. What is this over here? Another command center for Flash. So it looks like he's even going to try and take another expansion here. He's got Goliaths out as well. Excellent. Flash is such a smart player. Terrans just don't get Goliaths enough, and wow, Bisu has a ton of gateways now. So Bisu getting that Citadel up as well, by the way. So he's probably going to get speed lots. He's going to have speed lots out pretty soon, and this is going to be difficult for Flash to hold. It's just going to come down to, I think they're macroing pretty much at the same rate at the moment. Although Flash is behind in macro right now until those factories get up, because as you just saw, Bisu putting down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttload, which comes after 6 of gateways. I think he's actually got like 8 gateways or something like that. Yeah, absolutely crazy amount of gateways. So Bisu, and pumping out with 3 bases, he's probably been pumping out probes pretty consistently from those bases. So Bisu just has a monster economy right now. And he's got all of his tech that he needs too. He's getting speed upgrade. He's got observers out. He's going to be pretty soon. He'll probably end up putting some cannons down by his mineral lines to avoid vulture harassment. Although there's not going to be any vulture harassment. Flash has skipped that altogether. He's gone for the Goliaths instead. And so, okay, he does have a vulture. Never mind. But he's not going mass vultures, which is what you standardly see. And I mean, usually Terrans have a lot more minerals than gas, and so they're going to use those minerals to pump vultures just to have support for their tanks. And this is Flash's view here. Yeah, so he's going to be able to move out and use that little ridge there to take another base. So Flash just going for... He needs to get some more factories out, though, because, I mean, he's getting another base up. He needs to start, I think, macroing a little bit more than off of 4 factories. Hopefully he's putting up a couple more factories now that he's getting that 3rd base set up. Neither player really attacking at all yet, and that's kind of interesting. Wow, that is a nice door. Very nice door. Supply depot in the front there, a couple mines in front. Looks like Bisu's getting ready to crack it, though. I don't think he's going to be able to. There's a lot of tanks on that ridge, and this is going to be very difficult. The only thing is he doesn't have a lot of vultures there. He only has those Goliaths, so it's going to be difficult to tell. Templar Archives and Stargate going down, so that means his Bisu is probably going for Arbiters. I'm almost certain of it, because he's committed a lot to this ground attack. I mean, he's gotten a lot of gateways, and so there's the Goliaths. There's the Goliaths taking out a shuttle before it's able to do anything, taking out an observer as well. Zealot Bomb still goes off, though, as he goes into the side while he's dealing with the Zealot Bomb on the top. Brilliant move by Bisu, distracting him on the north, and then Flash having to bring out a bunch of SCVs. There's not that many Zealots left, though, so he is going to get driven back. If there had been 6 or 7 more Zealots in that attack, I think that Bisu might have been able to break that. And the shuttle going down as well. So Bisu losing 2 shuttles there. And, wow, excellent by Flash. I really thought he was going to go down there for a minute, but I guess Bisu just did not have enough Zealots there. And, wow, that Dragoon's like... I've had enough. I need to end it all. Where's oh, there's a mine. Sweet, come to me, sweet mine. And then, okay, never mind. Wow. So, excellent by Flash here. Flash now moving out of his main base as well. And Flash really fortunate to have that very small choke point there outside of his 3rd base to hold off those Zealots. I think if that had been a larger gap, then it would have been a lot more difficult for him to do anything about it. Just still going very tank heavy here. And, it'll be interesting to see if Bisu responds by changing his tactics, maybe getting some more Zealots to run in or something like that. He needs to continue with those good Zealot bombs. But again, like I was saying before, Terrans just do not get Goliaths nearly often enough, and just a few Goliaths can help out so easily, because those Goliaths, which are not present with his army, but some turrets are. But the point is a couple Goliaths with your troops can completely prevent Zealot bombs, or at least you know, keep the PROTOSS from just running all. I hate it's almost painful to watch PROTOSS players like run a shuttle around on top of Terran troops and just without any thing to stop them at all whatsoever. And the PROTOSS just sit there running around, waiting for the Terran to siege up, and then they just go ahead and drop a Zealot, and there's nothing stopping them at all. Yeah, so just a couple Goliaths is able to stop that kind of thing. And I guess, you know, you do need the gas for Goliaths, and it's easier to use it for tanks, but I don't know, I think it's worth the investment personally, and feel free to disagree with me, I guess. But here we see Flash's macro really kicking in here. He's got a lot of troops here, a big army, and now he has indeed switched over. He's getting more vultures, and he's just got a couple Goliaths with his army to prevent those Zealot bombs. Now, the one thing that I do see Terrans do when they do get Goliaths is often they'll send them in the front, and they'll use it to block. And what they really need to do, in my opinion, is keep them back so that they can block those Zealot bombs. Because if you send in your Goliaths first, and the Goliaths get picked off by splash damage from your tanks while they're attacking Zealots, then they're not doing you any good if your Goliaths die first. Huge attack coming in here. He does have a lot of Zealots here. Ton of Zealots popping in the front here, but the second wave is going to get through. He does not have enough vultures to stop this, and those Zealots are going to get through. And it looks like Oh, Flash's army just getting picked apart by his own splash damage here. And he almost should have unsieged in that case because he had all tanks and a ton of zealots bearing down on top of him there, and some vultures coming in to help out, but just not quite quick enough there. And Flash's army just getting absolutely obliterated, absolutely slaughtered there. The Arbiter coming in as well. Flash having combat. Well, I didn't even see that though. Bisu's army also obliterated. I thought that off screen Bisu had more dragoons there, but he had gone more zealot heavy. So those dragoons did not exist that I thought were there. So Bisu's army also dead. So Flash barely holding back Bisu, but able to do it instead. And Flash macroing a little bit better here. He's got more of an army coming out to reinforce than Bisu does at the moment. As you can see, there are several vultures coming out and a few tanks already. And Bisu does have the Arbiter though, and I'm sure he's upgrading it right now. Oh, vultures! Oh, those vultures chasing down those probes. Oh man, those probes running for their lives, and just they thought they were in the clear when they passed through near that battle, and they're like, ha ha ha, those vultures are distracted. We can get to our home, and then the vultures were like, screw that, we're gonna chase you down, mother effers. So yeah, basically, if Bisu gets a couple more arbiters out, though, I think that Flash might be in trouble. Oh, wow! Oh, Hero Zealot taking out using that mine to take out several vultures there, and Flash's tanks pretty much undefended now. He's got them staggered at least, so that they're not all bunched up, so that they can only one will die with the shelling at least. Finally, some vultures coming in just in time, picking off that one zealot there, picking off another zealot. Flash, oh, barely again, both players, but barely basically killing almost all of each other's troops. This is absolutely insane. This is basically just a macro battle right now. Absolute macro versus macro. Whoever can pump out the most troops fast enough to overcome the other will win, because they've both got small armies at the moment. Neither player able to establish a decisive victory over the other. Flash's Goliath's nowhere to be seen though, and so these Arbiters using their least deadly thing. Oh, there's the Goliath! There's the Goliath! All the Arbiters being able to get out in time though, without dying, and but still, the Arbiter's not... any second now, things are going to turn around here. Things look kind of bad for Bisu, but he's going to stasis field right pretty soon, I think, and that's going to change the tide of things if he can get out enough troops on the ground to really support that stasis field. But Flash is still macroing a lot better than him, and just absolutely pushing in little by little. And now Flash inside of Bisu's natural base here, and things looking a little bit bad for Bisu. He is doing all right, I think, though. He's had to stop production at this base, but he's still got 3 bases running right now. Flash also having 3 bases, so it's feasible though, since they are even on bases, that Bisu could come back here. It looks like Flash might be pulling out here, might be deciding to set up a containment of some sort. He's not going to try and push up that ramp. That would be a big mistake, I think, for him. Oh! Those Goliaths tried to kill the Arbiter, and the Arbiter saved his own hide barely in time with the stasis field. So Flash is going to have to wait for get some more Goliaths in there. Wow, Bisu has a lot of Arbiters out now. 4 Arbiters out. There we go. Stasising all 4 of those tanks. So that was the major portion of Flash's army. Those 4 tanks were going to hold off a lot of stuff with those vultures in front. And without those tanks, those vultures relatively useless against that a little bit larger army of dragoons and zealots. And, well, I mean, it wasn't actually larger, but it was more powerful, I guess, because the dragoons more powerful than vultures there. Flash, it looks like, actually, so their main bases look like they might be mined out right now, because we just saw Flash. I thought I saw him, that was the back of his main base, where he was, looked like he was mined out and sending SCVs to another spot there. So Bisu might only be at 2 bases taking in money right now, and he's again having to run out. Oh man, yeah, definitely 2 bases now. Oh, those Goliaths trying to pick off that Arbiter, not quite able to pick it off. It's got 1 more hit left on it though, and the Arbiter actually has a kill on it, which is kind of cool. Arbiter going in there and using its, I don't even know what the Arbiters have for their attack thing. And some DTs coming out here, but I don't think that's going to bother Flash too much. He's having to comsat anyways for all the Arbiters and stuff, and things looking very bad for Bisu. And like I was saying earlier, just the macro of Flash, Flash's macro, just absolutely insane. And like I said, there's the stasis field, saving Bisu's army barely in time there. And Bisu just macroing for bare life, basically. Now Bisu has found that top left corner base, so this could be bad for Flash. All of his forces are, well, dead for the most part, or stasis field. So he's not going to be able to protect that very easily. He's sending a few Goliaths over there. Those 3 Goliaths are, I think they might actually be able to hold this off pretty well. Yeah, they're going to be able to at least hold off those Dragoons until he can send a few Vultures over or something like that. Finally, High Templar out for Bisu. Finally! Jesus! And this is something that I remember in his matches versus Mind. I don't think he got a single High Templar, or maybe it was versus Zelos, or I don't remember. There was some match where he just didn't get any High Templar at all. Yeah, I think it was versus Mind. I don't think he got any High Templar. And it was like, why didn't you get High Templar? It's one of the most powerful units in the PROTOSS arsenal, and you can storm the hell out of your enemy when there's too many of them, which was the problem. And so finally he's getting... Oh, I didn't even realize Flash had that other base. Wow, Flash has a ton of bases right now. Flash just totally out-macroing Bisu. Bisu running at 2 bases right now, and those stasis fields the only thing keeping Bisu alive right now. Really, I think the only thing Bisu can do at this point is he needs to somehow hold Flash off long enough to get up enough of an army on the ground to do some kind of a surgical, crazy surgical recall of some kind into Flash's base and take out all of his factories real quick or something. That's all I can see that Bisu might be able to do to get back into this. That's the only thing I can think of, because Flash is macroing off of 1, 2, 3, 4 bases, and Bisu has like 1.5 because his island expansion is almost mined out too. And yeah, now I think this is the end. I think this is going to be the end because Flash is taking out these Arbiters pretty steadily. No more Arbiters left for Bisu, and even though those units are stasis, Flash just has too many units. Bisu just not able to accomplish enough with that quick tech build and just getting out-macroed there. So excellent play. I'm looking forward to Game 3. Hope you guys enjoyed that.